Hello everyone, I am Ashigir from my DVV, and in this video I am going to explain you the conversion of a mealy machine to a moo machine. As we know that the output of a mealy machine is a function of present state and present input, whereas the output of a moo machine is a function of present state only. Now consider this mealy machine. As we know that in mealy machine, the input and output both are on the transition line, as you can see here. Whereas in moo machine, the output is in the circle and the input is on the transition lines. In this example, you can see the four states Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Here, the Q1 is the initial state. As you can see, by giving input 0 to Q1 states, it will goes to Q3 state, and by giving input 1, it will goes to Q2 states. If we are on the Q2 state, we goes to Q1 state by giving input 0, and we goes to Q4 state by giving input 1. If we are on the Q3 state, then by giving input 0, it will goes to Q2 state, and by giving input 1, it will goes to Q1 state. If we are on the Q4 state, by giving input 0, it comes to the Q4 state, and by giving input 1, it will goes to Q3 state. Now, we have to convert this mealy machine to a moo machine. So, we consider firstly Q1 states, and we can see these two lines are coming towards the Q1 states by giving output 1. Both are the same output 1, so we consider Q1 states by giving output 1. Now comes to Q2 states. We can see these two lines coming towards the Q2 states by giving output 0 and by giving output 1. So having different outputs, we consider two separate states for output 0 and for output 1. For 0, we consider Q2 0 states, and for 1, we consider Q2 1 state. Now comes to Q3 state. We can see these two lines are coming towards the Q3 states by having output 0. Because of the same output, we consider the Q3 states with output 0. Now on the Q4 state, we can see these two lines are coming towards the Q4 state by giving output 0 and 1. Having different outputs, we consider two separate states Q4 0 for 0 output and Q4 1 state for 1 output. Now this is time to create a moo machine table with states Q1, Q2 0, Q2 1, Q3, Q4 0 and Q4 1 with outputs 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1 respectively. Now by seeing this mealy machine, we can draw the rest table. As we can see, by giving input 0, it comes towards the Q3 states. That's why we write here Q3 state. By giving input 1, it comes towards Q2 state. But here you can see it will give output 0. That's why we take Q2 0 state and we write it here. Now come to Q2 0 state. Q2 0 is nothing but the Q2 state of a mealy machine. When we will give output 0 to Q2 state, it will come towards Q1 state. That's why we write here Q1 state. By giving input 1, it will goes to Q4 states with output 0. That's why we write the state Q4 0 here. Same for the Q2 1 state, as Q2 0 and Q2 1 are the same state of a mealy machine, that is Q2. That's why both the output states are same by giving the same inputs. Now Q3 state, by giving input 0, it will goes towards Q2 state with one output. That's why we write Q2 1, not Q2 0. And by giving input 1, it will goes towards Q1 state. That's why we write here Q1 state. Q4 0 and Q4 1 both will give output states as a Q4 state in a mealy machine. That's why if we will give input 0, it will goes towards Q4 state with output 1. That's why we write here Q4 1, not Q4 0. And by giving input 1, it will goes towards Q3 state. So we write here Q3 state. In this way, we make the move machine table, and by considering this table, we can draw a move machine. As we know that these states are considered in the circles with its output. So we consider Q1 with one output and one circle, Q2 0 with 0 output and another circle, Q2 1 with 1 output and another circle, Q3 with 0 output in this circle, Q4 0 with 0 output in this circle, Q4 1 with output 1 in this circle. Now as Q1 is the initial state, so we start from here. By giving input 0, it will goes to Q3 state. So we draw this line going towards Q3 state by giving input 0. Then by giving input 1, it will goes towards Q2 0 state. So we draw this line towards Q2 0 by giving input 1. Then Q2 0, it will goes towards Q1 with input 0. So we draw this line going towards Q1 with input 0. Then if we are giving one input, it will goes towards Q4 0. So by giving one input, it will goes towards Q4 0. If we are in the Q2 1 state, it will goes towards Q1 state with input 0. So we draw this line. If we are giving one input, it will goes towards Q4 0. So we draw this line. Now on Q3 state, by giving input 0, it will goes Q2 1 state. So by giving input 0, it will goes towards Q2 1 state. Then by giving 1, it will goes towards Q1. So by giving 1, it will goes to Q1. If we are having Q4 0 state, by giving 0 input, it will goes Q4 1. You can see here, and by giving input 1, it will goes towards Q3, as you can see here. If we are on Q4 1 state, by giving input 0, it will goes to Q4 1 only, and by giving input 1, it will goes to Q3. So by drawing this line, we goes to Q4 1 state by giving input 0, and by giving input 1, we goes towards Q3 state. So this is how we make a mealy machine into a move machine. Hope it will help you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.